No way, ain't no how. I'ma let somebody come and shut me down. Hold my own, I'ma stand my ground. I'ma rep my city and salute my town. Said ain't no way, ain't no how. I'ma let somebody come and shut me down. I'ma hold my own, I'ma stand my ground. And I'm ready for whatever, and I still stand proud. Ain't no way. Who you think you kidding, dude? Never thought that I would do.
What up, though? It is your boy Mike D, host of Wrestling from the 313. I am back from the 2-week break. It's SummerSlam weekend. We are here to talk about Night One. And not only is it a SummerSlam preview, it is the 50th episode of Wrestling from the 313. It's been a long time coming. It's glad to be back. It's glad I'm happy to talk about SummerSlam and my guests, members of the Main Event Roundtable. We got Joe Monroe. Joe Monroe, what's good, homie?
Not much, brother. What you been up to?
Man, chilling like a villain, just relaxing and just watching wrestling, man. And then my next guest, he's been on Wrestling from the 313 plenty of times, and I am happy to say that he is also the newest member of the Wrestling Society Network, Samp from the Samp and Chance podcast. What up, Samp?
Beautiful, beautiful day here in Vancouver. Beautiful, beautiful day all over the world. It is SummerSlam, baby. What more could we ask for?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We definitely going to talk about that card.
2 nights ago?
Yeah.
We definitely going to talk about that card for SummerSlam. But real quick, just want to say that this episode is brought to you by WSN. Make sure you check out the Wrestling Society Network app on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick. Check out all the cool content, wrestling movies, wrestling documentaries, wrestling cartoons. They got shows using the WWE video game, so it's a lot of stuff for a lot of people. So,
and most importantly, Mike, you got 3 of the most sexiest men here on that network right now.
That is true. That is true.
You
can't see me,
so
but
sexy,
that
he
is
can't
true.
even show us his face.
Blame technology for that today. It worked just fine last night for Wizard Talk, but I don't know what's going on with it.
It happens, brother, man. We got you. We got your voice. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you guys are here. It's the 50th episode, and we've done a lot of y'all have been on my show a lot of times, and a lot of the shows that you guys have been on are some of my most top view episodes. So it was only right that I do the 50th with you guys. We talk about SummerSlam. We make our predictions. Shout out to Professor Bear, who's not here right now. Hopefully, he joined us later on. And if not, he will join us tomorrow.
He might be hibernating after the wrestling show last night.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So real quick, I know I've been away for 2 weeks. The main thing that we're not going to talk long about it, just real quick, the passing of Hulk Hogan. I know you guys did shows, great shows that you guys did on his passing. Just real quick, just your memories of Hulk Hogan. We'll start with you, Joe.
I'm more partial to Hollywood Hogan because that's what I grew up on.
Okay.
I think that's the best version of Hogan, especially coming out to Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix. I mean, come on, can't get any better than that.
Right.
I said this on Bear's show. His personal life was a little rocky, but I heard he got saved there just a little bit before he passed, which I hope he did. I hope he made amends with a lot of people. But there's one thing you can't take away is how he changed the industry. And that right there speaks for itself.
Definitely. Sam, you got any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm in a different boat when it comes to Hulk Hogan because I got all of him. Like I got all of Jordan. I got a lot of Larry Bird. I got all of Hulk Hogan. When I was a little kid, I was legitimately 7, 8 years old when he beat the Iron Sheik.
Right.
So I got all of it. I literally grew up as a kid as a Hogan. And then in the case like Joe, I got Hollywood Hogan when I was a teenager. at a different time in my life. You know what I mean? So I saw the man change the industry twice.
Yeah.
Right. And the one thing we did our tribute show, but after that, I kind of got upset because I think a lot of people were disrespecting the memory of the man. Like, look, I'll be really honest. Look, he said some horrible things. I don't think the man's actually physically done anything horrible to anybody, but he said horrible things, and I won't condone that. And I was very upset when all of that happened because Hogan was that one guy that I could rely on. The worst that I ever got when I, said I like Hulk Hogan. Oh, wrestling's fake. Okay, we already know that. So that's an easy pill to swallow. Hulk Hogan, he was we're not here today if it wasn't for Hogan and McMahon.
That's true.
Best way to describe Hogan and McMahon is Belichick and Brady.
Yeah.
They are, because without the other, without one or the other, none of this would have ever happened. Hogan would never have been able to accomplish what he accomplished if it wasn't for McMahon, and McMahon couldn't accomplish what he needed to accomplish if he didn't have the quarterback like Hogan.
That is true.
I could agree with that.
Right, and prime example, after Hogan left, yes, McMahon went on and he was able to create new stars and Cena's and stuff. But you look at the Brady Belichick. Once Brady left, what was Belichick able to do?
But Brady, yeah, he won another Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying it shows you what you need.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were together. So our last episode that we did is where I shamed the internet wrestling community and I shamed AEW. And this one hurts a lot because before Hulk Hogan, I didn't know who he was before I knew this man first, Mr. Bret Hart, fellow Canadian. I shamed him. Because if the roles were reversed, and I don't wish anything like that on anybody, Hogan would have been the first one to say beautiful things to him about him.
Yeah.
That just shows the levels here, man. I'm sorry. Bret needs to grow up. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll leave it at that. Let's get into SummerSlam.
All right. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So, all right. So it's night one, and we're going to talk about the first match. Shout out to you, Samp, for giving me the order of the match card for tonight. And we're going to start with the first match, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. So if anybody saw what happened on Raw last night, which is Monday night, which was in Detroit, hey, I got to tell y'all right now, Jey Uso had that boy rocking. Jey Uso had that boy rocking, and like that yeet movement is real. Like everybody was feeling it. But to get to the big story, Braun Breaker spears Roman Reigns and Jey Uso through the barricade, and to make things worse, they take Roman Reigns' shoes. It's like he had on some retro 11s and they just beat him up and took his shoes.
Prison yard style.
Right. They're currently over an electric line in Detroit somewhere.
Right. If they ain't sold them already. So I just want to start with you, Sam. What's your thoughts on this match, and who do you think is going to win?
Well, I mean, if we follow the atypical wrestling formula, when a team gets smashed and have their shoes stolen, it usually indicates that team's probably going to go over in the main in the actual contest itself. But the way WWE's been operating this last little while, it's really hard to say what's what. But I'm going to stick with the traditional here. I think with Roman coming back, you need to bring him up a little bit. And I don't think it hurts Braun or Bronson in any way if they lose this match. That being said, I think they're going to dominate most of it. I think they're going to probably work over Jey a lot. I think Roman's going to show a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for here? He's going to get handled as well. I'll just leave it at that. Mm-hmm. But if we're following protocol and wrestling formula here, they'll have the huge comeback, and I'm going to probably pick with Roman and Jey just because it's the opening match. You want the crowd hyped, right? So I'm going to probably go Roman and Jey on this one.
What's your thoughts, Joe?
great points, but I got to kind of disagree with that. Because I didn't know that was going to be the first match. Because the way I think the main event's going to go is going to determine how this match is going to go. And I honestly think it's going. I'm torn between two outlets. It's either going to be no contest, or Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker is going to go over some way, somehow, some shape, some form, leading to what's going to happen in the main event. WWE, like Sam said, WWE is unpredictable, but I honestly think I'm leaning more towards the no contest. I think that would make a little bit more sense than having someone specifically go over. Now, if it was like a specialty match, like a tornado tag or anything like that, then yeah, I would still say Reed and Breaker would go over. But I'm leaning more towards no contest. So that's just my thoughts.
You know what? I've been going back and forth with this because it's like, it's SummerSlam. You want to give Jay and Roman that big win, especially Roman's been out since WrestleMania and everything. But I've been reading that WWE wants to like really push the rocket on Braun Breaker. He's one of the three that they looking to push going into the future. And I think that with Seth being out, they got to get some big wins. You know what I'm saying? Everything can't be a Penta victory on Raw or just a mid-card victories on Raw or SmackDown. I kind of I'm gonna go with Bronson and Braun on this one, just because just the stuff I've been hearing about Braun, they want to push him as one of the top stars. And I just think with this faction going on and with Seth not being around because of the injury, the so-called injury, they need a big win, and I think this would be the night for them to get their big win.
If I could intervene here, this could also be, working off of what Joe just said, I get the creative juices flowing here. This could also be the potential for one Austin Theories perhaps coming out, because he's ready to go. He's cleared now, I believe. And him and that group, in a way, has a history. If you go back to the COVID era or whatever they called it, the Power Dome or whatever it was called.
The Thunderdome era.
Thunderdome, thank you. The Thunderdome era. Austin Theory was right beside him with Seth Rollins, right? Yeah. When they took out Rey Mysterio and, basically blinded him and took out his eye and all that. That was all Austin Theory. So Theory might play a role in this match, and this is where I think it could become a non-contest. Because if Seth is legitimately injured, then you need someone in there, right? And who else to put in there than Austin Theory?
Right. I'd say, listen, I'm going to say this about Seth Rollins' injury. He's as legitimately injured as John Cena actually turning face. There, I said
it. yeah. Because yesterday, I wasn't buying that at all. I wasn't buying
We'll talk about that when we get to the main event.
Definitely.
Tomorrow.
For sure. So we also, Samp, you going with Roman and Jay?
I am, yeah. I made that
Joe
pick.
And Joe, you got no contest?
Yeah, I'm saying no contest, man.
Okay. All right, cool.
Let it end in a knockout, drag out fight, like a legit fight. That's how I would book it, and have Braun and Bronson go on top with some screw job.
Yeah, that sounds that would be good. So that way, nobody's taking the loss, nobody's really looking bad, and you can always bring it back again and give somebody a victory if you wanted to.
Plus, it fits the attitude of Breaker and Reed.
Yeah.
Honestly, going into this match, Roman and Jay already look bad. They just got the tar kicked out of them week after week after week. So,
yeah.
Well, we can look at WCW's booking.
True.
Look how bad the NWO beat the hell out of people for the longest time.
Yeah, it was 15 against 1, so it was legit.
Well, not only that, but they want to have a legit badass, faction here.
Yeah.
And you kind of already have a badass from Braun Breaker, and
yeah,
nobody wants to mess with Bronson Reed. I wouldn't want to mess with him.
No.
Right.
That
Yeah,
guy's sick, man.
I definitely wouldn't want to take. I definitely wouldn't want to take one of those tsunamis.
No. No.
I'd love to go to an all-you-can-eat restaurant with Bronson Reed just to see what he can do.
Hey man, he'll probably test some stuff up, man.
You see the guy in the back saying, "Shit, why did I start this?"
Right. So let's talk about the second match that for night one. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, the women's tag team champions. They represent the Judgment Day. They're going up against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Joe, what do you think about this match, and what's your prediction?
The champions are going to retain. I'm saying it right now. The champions are going to retain. I know people's really high on the whole not my best friend thing with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, but it's kind of going the same way with Roxanne Perez and excuse me, I'm so sorry. Apologize. With Perez and her tag partner. So yeah, I champions are going to retain. I think. I think. Well, if they're going to put, because I like Alexa Bliss as a heel. So if they're really wanting to push her as kind of like the Wyatt Six type ordeal, either she turns on Flair or Flair's going to turn on her. Which, in hindsight, I think if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Flair.
Yeah. What you think, Sam?
I'm going to go the other way. I think Bliss and Charlotte are going to win tonight. I think they got a great little story going there because no one expected this tandem to emerge. You know what I mean? Like you got big and small together, and it's just kind of like it works. They're doing a great job. I'm enjoying that storyline. And yes, I think eventually Charlotte will turn on her when they lose their titles. I don't think it's going to happen yet. I think this will build more towards the split that we're probably going to get with the Judgment Day. I mean, they keep, they keep teasing it, but I think it's going to start now, and, some of these dominoes are going to start to fall and whatnot, but I'm going to go Charlotte and Alexa just because the momentum that they have, and the story's fun. I've enjoyed it. I really have. It's an unexpected storyline that's emerged, and I like that. It's organic.
Yeah. This is another one of those matches where it's like you want to put the belts on Charlotte and Alexa because of who they are, but then you got this story that's going on with the Judgment Day. Like, even though Liv Morgan is injured, you still got the story of her teaming up with Raquel teaming up with Roxanne, and you already know eventually they're gonna start showing glimpses of like clicking together, and that's gonna be like they're basically gonna start working out, and then you already know when Liv comes back, she's not gonna like it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Raquel and Roxanne on this one too, just to keep that story going.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fact that the Judgment Day got pretty much all the belts in the group.
Weird, right?
Yeah, I think that's the thing that makes a faction good. Is like you always want to have a faction that got like multiple titles. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just have a faction that's just around talking junk, but not winning no championships. So I think I'm gonna go with Roxanne and Raquel just on the strength of just keeping that Judgment Day story going. It's been going almost as long as the Bloodline story, and I would say it's been pretty good.
Let's not forget either, though, guys. Remember now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. They are looking to make Dirty Dom the face of AAA.
Yeah. I saw that.
That dude might walk out with that AAA title in a couple of weeks here.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that, and Dom deserves it.
Yeah, he's been amazing.
He's put in over the years. Shoot, the 20+ year career he's had with WWE. Shoot, y'all see that matchup card?
Real quick, Crander Q, friends of the square circle. Team Raquel, not Judgment Day, but her. And he also put another comment. She's going to be a great talent in a few years.
This Crandall Q, man, he's got the best openings on all his videos. I gotta tell you, man.
Hey, Sam, no. Don't give him that. Don't give him that
I
power,
gotta
bro.
give it to him, man. No, but dude, if to be honest, Crandall is the guy that connected me to Mike.
Yeah.
He's the catalyst in all of this. So, man, shout out to the Q man. The cheesehead himself. The only thing I don't like about him is he's probably a Packers fan, and being a Steelers fan, he took a Super Bowl away from me. So
actually, he's a Ravens fan.
Yep.
That's even worse. I take everything I said back now.
There you go. Good man. Good man. Good man.
Yeah. Awesome. Love
Shout
you,
out to
Crander.
Crander.
Love you, bro.
Hey, just to let you know, Sam, Crander Q and Joe, they got like a little rivalry going on with the beards or whatever. Crander Q, he said he got the number one beard.
I'm gonna take my sides right now. Joe, who do you support in the NFL, bro?
I'll plead the fifth.
Who do you support in the NFL, my friend?
There's I'm not a big NFL guy, but if I go to games, it's always the Bengals.
Who's your favorite team in any sport?
In any sport, Boston Celtics.
Okay, you know what? I'll go with you because I don't like the NBA ever since what they did to us here in Vancouver. Mm-hmm. But I'll take the Celtics over the Ravens any day, man. I hate the Ravens, man. Oh,
and if it helps, I'm a Chicago Cubs fan with baseball.
Bro, now we're connected by the hip. I've been a Cubs fan since I was 8 years old.
Yeah, like they're playing right now, and I'm kind of sort of watching.
Yeah, I got it on here, man. It's nice seeing about the depleted Baltimore Ravens, right? Easy victories here. We should hope.
Yeah. But I mean, we pick on poor little Crander. He's a good guy. He's a great guy. He's friends with everybody, I guess.
Absolutely, nothing but love, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, just that Ravens thing, I gotta take 2 steps back.
And at the end of the day, he can be a douche nozzle. But anyways,
sure enough. Match number 3.
Yeah, match number 3. What we got?
Match number 3. So we got Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. So this match is interesting because Karrion Kross has been kind of hot lately. You know what I'm saying? And
kinda.
Well, not kinda. He has been hot lately. You know, everybody's been chanting his name in the arenas when he's on Raw. But the thing is, his contract is coming up soon. So it's kind of one of them things. Do you give him the win, or is he gonna take the L because he's on his way out? So, Joe, what do you think, and what's your prediction?
Oh, that's easy, Karrion. That's an easy pick for me. But they would be stupid not to put Karrion over Sami, and here's why. That documentary he did on YouTube. I don't know if you guys watched it a few months ago. Was y'all able to take a look at it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That right there, I was like, I put this up against any WWE one because that was amazing, surprisingly amazing, and he brought up some valid points. And just the way he's been acting and stuff. I've always been a Karrion fan, even when he was Killer Kross.
Yeah.
But I think that's another example of someone that's been kind of misused over the years. But we know the WWE formula. If they want to keep people and have them renew, they're going to make them happy for the last little bit until they renew. Then they'll keep it up for 6 months, then lose them back in the shuffle. That's always been WWE's problem. They lose people in the shuffle too much. If you want my honest opinion, if you're not going to do anything with the man, put him down in AAA because he was Lucha too for a little bit.
TNA wouldn't be bad either.
TNA wouldn't be a bad idea either. You're right.
What you think, Sam?
Well, I think based on what we've seen so far and everything, you know, with the loss and the backlash that he took from the loss in Saudi Arabia, I think Karrion's going to go over, and I think Sami joins him tonight. Sami's really got nothing going on. How many times are they going to regurgitate the story of Sami chasing? This is probably the best place for Sami right now until they can figure out how they're going to get him back into the main event, or maybe this is Karrion's opportunity to get into that main event. He checks off all the marks, size, everything, you name it, charisma. And the other thing is, I think they need to utilize Scarlett more. This woman's amazing. If you guys get a chance to go check out her paranormal stuff that she does,
Oh yeah,
it's phenomenal. This girl is not being used properly, in my opinion. So this could be a great opportunity for these guys. I'm going Karrion Kross for the win. Like Joe said, you try to give them everything you want before the contract's up, so they re-sign them. But I think this is a potential opportunity for Karrion, and I think Sammy turns tonight. Slowly, we start to slowly see the turn, and he buys into Cross, and he becomes a part of that little faction they're building.
guys, let's be honest. Karrion's already winning with the relationship with Scarlett.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
But I highly recommend everyone watching go check out Scarlett's stuff on that paranormal stuff. You don't have to believe in it or anything, but it's really cool.
And it's interesting. It's really
interesting. Yeah. Like the darkness of that woman, she's so pretty and attractive, and you look at her and wow, she's got a real dark side, man.
That's like my wife. She's got a real dark side to her.
I think all our wives do, bro. I'm sure our wives aren't listening, but
listen, my wife's got my voodoo doll on her nightstand, just waiting to put a pin in it.
I appreciate that, bro. I understand that feeling. Ow. Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go across too, just because, Sammy, like you said, Sammy don't really have nothing going on right now. And Karrion just need that big win to kind of, get himself over some more. I would like to see him eventually, if he sticks around, gets into that title picture, the Intercontinental title picture. You know what I'm saying? I could see him being a good Intercontinental champion. And maybe if it does get to that point, eventually challenge for the world heavyweight championship. That's what I think. I just think it's his time. The fans have been behind him for the last couple of months, so just give him that big win and kind of push him a little bit.
I say bring back El Generico. Dang it.
Yeah, you never know, man. But without Kevin Owens in the picture for a real long extended period of time, this is something that Sammy will probably need right now. You put him back into something that isn't main event related, so that when you do bring him back, it actually means something. Because for the last few years, this is all we've seen with Sammy, right? And honestly, at the end of the day, Sammy's a better chaser than he is as a champion, in my opinion. Yeah. Sammy is more enjoyable to watch when he's going after something than he is and when he actually has it.
It's the Dusty Rhodes effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cubs are up 3-0, Joe.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I think we all agree that Karrion Kross is going to get this win.
Yes, sir.
Sammy. All right. So we got the fourth match that's coming up. This is for the WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill. I'm gonna let you go, Samp. Go first, Samp. Who you think is gonna win this match?
I'm going Tiffany only for the fact I don't feel comfortable enough with Jade's progress to be the women's champion right now. That's just my take. I don't think she's ready for it yet. I think she still needs a bit more time. I think Tiffany's just the way to go right now. Yeah, that's just the way I look at it right now. I can't really. I like Jade. I think what she's doing is amazing. I love her story. I love her past. I love everything about her. But she still needs a little bit more seasoning, in my opinion, to carry that flag.
Definitely. Well, what you think, Joe? What's your thoughts and who you got winning?
I really wish Jade would have went to NXT. And it's not a knock at her, but just the way WWE handles like production and they're producing other matches. It's still, you can still kind of see it's new to her, and I think that's what she's struggling with. Don't get me wrong, she's a great athlete, and if I may say so myself, a good-looking woman. But as far as I don't see it. I don't see it right now. I can see it probably towards Mania if she keeps up the great work, but right now it's still Tiffy time, baby.
Yeah. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about what you guys said, and doesn't this story, like the storyline between these two, it's not the same without Naomi being in the picture, teasing with the briefcase. Because I think that's what kind of made the storyline interesting with them, was that it was a possibility that Naomi would cash in on one of them. And now that she's out of the picture and she's the women's world champion, it's just kind of like, it's just kind of, the story is kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? But you still got Bianca Belair that's still in the mix. You don't know what she's gonna do, if she's gonna turn on Jade or if she'll turn on Tiffany. So y'all say Tiffany. I'm a go on my own this time, and I'm gonna pick Jade to win this.
All right.
Yeah, and, to go back to the production stuff, if you go back to, I think one thing that AEW needs to do is learn how to angle their cameras better, because that chair shot that Christian took over the weekend.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Like, I get it, I understand, but man, your camera should be at a different angle to make it look legit.
Yeah,
that was horrible, and that's where Jade comes from. That kind of production. So yes, she should have gone down to NXT, got seasoned. Not necessarily her skill set, but to learn how the cameras work and what to look for.
Because I think when they eventually call up Ethan Page, Ricky Starks, Blake Monroe, I think they're gonna shine on the main roster.
They'll understand how it works, right? I mean, it's just, you're juggling so many things in that ring, not just the match, but the angles, the production, all of it. So there's so many layers to what these guys and girls do. We have to appreciate that, man. It's just not a house show, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Cranky agrees with you, Sam.
Okay, we're back in good books, bro. But you're still a Ravens fan. I can't take that.
All right, so we got the tag match, and this still funny to me. Logan Paul teaming with Drew versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. So I don't think everybody know that Jelly Roll is actually taking the spot of Travis Scott, because Travis Scott was supposed to have some type of role in SummerSlam. Excuse me. But since everything fell out with WWE and and I guess all the stuff with 2K, that kind of, hurt the relationship with them. So, Joe, what do you think about the tag match with Randy, Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre?
As bad as I hate to say it, I think Jelly Roll and Randy's got this.
Yeah.
That's without a shadow of a doubt. I think that's what's going to happen. And honestly, I'm kind of impressed with Jelly Roll. I can't believe I'm saying that, but he's done pretty good.
Yeah. And I think I know a lot of people that are wrestling fans have a thing against celebrities being in wrestling. It only works when the celebrity takes it serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Logan Paul. Logan Paul took the wrestling craft serious, and look how good he is. Look at Bad Bunny. Even when Lawrence Taylor had his match, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the best of matches, but he took the training serious, and it was pretty decent. So I think, you can still tell that Jelly Roll is not a wrestler, but you could tell that he's taking it serious and he's worked on being a good wrestler. That's what you think, Sam?
All right, so first off, Jelly Roll. The man wanted to be involved a couple of years ago, but Triple H told him to go lose some weight.
That too.
So that's step number one. You look at the dedication the man's put into losing weight to have this opportunity, right? Now, Logan Paul, in my opinion, he is now, I will say it, legit roster member. Okay, he's done everything he's supposed to do. Nothing. I'll still separate the man from the character. All right, I have different views on either side, but as a character, as a WWE wrestler, he's there. Respect to him. That being said, this is a casual fan match. This is the match that's going to bring all the casuals in because of the Logan Paul and because of Jelly Roll, right? A lot of people who wouldn't be watching this are going to watch it now for Jelly Roll. So that being said, this is a go home, feel good match of the night. So yeah, I think we have to go that route. And I will tell you right up, Joe, you've worked in the ring. I've not. Tell me if I'm wrong or right. Jelly Roll is selling like he's been there forever. I love it. And just his timing is great. And everything I've seen from him. And that black hole slam, man. I mean, that's probably his little trademark right now. But everything I've seen from Jelly Roll, especially the selling, because that guy's taking some serious bumps, man. And he's taking some serious shots. That Claymore that he took in that training segment they showed on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. The way he sold it, the way he took it.
Yeah.
It takes two to dance in wrestling, right? It's never just a one-sided affair. Unless, in some matches we've seen that. But honestly, I think this is going to probably be a Randy Orton Jelly Roll, go home, make everyone happy in the casual world so they come back for night 2.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you guys. I think Randy Orton and Jelly Roll is going to win. And like you said, it's going to get all the casuals in. It's going to get all the media stations. All the music people are going to be watching. So, yeah, I definitely agree. And it's just one of them things. Anytime you have a celebrity in WrestleMania or SummerSlam like that, they got to get that big victory. And honestly, Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre doesn't need it. So it's not like it's a big match for a title or putting them something in line for it. It's basically a match to just get them on the card. So, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with them with Jelly Roll and Randy Orton to win this match. So we got the main event: CM Punk versus Gunther, the World Heavyweight Championship. And we all know about this story here. There's been rumors that Seth Rollins could possibly cash in. They're saying that he's injured. They don't know. They're trying to play it off like he's not injured or it's not as bad as it seems or whatever the case may be. But Sam, what's your thoughts on this match and who you think is going to win?
Okay, so the way I see this all playing out, in my opinion, I think what we're going to get here is CM Punk winning this match. Because ultimately, I think this all goes right up to WrestleMania. Whatever happens now it's going to slowly start to build to Seth versus CM Punk Night 1. I said this from the beginning. I still believe that's going to be the main event with that briefcase or not. If this injury is legit, this is the way I see it. If I'm right, if my booking in my head is the way I kind of perceive it, I see Punk winning this match and then Seth coming out and cashing in the Money in the Bank and screwing him again. Because if you go back to the Elimination Chamber onwards to now, Seth has screwed him over and over and over again. And any opportunity where he gets close or a touch of that title, that's been the story that's quietly been building, I've noticed. So Seth could win it. Punk can win it. Seth will come out and cash in on him, and then he'll hold that title to Mania. And there you'll get Night 1's main event. So I'm going to go Punk based on what I just said. But I won't be surprised if Gunther wins either.
What's your thoughts, Joe? Who you got? And yeah, how you feeling right now?
Seth Rollins. We're not looking at the bigger picture here. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, and guess what? Seth Rollins. Like I mentioned earlier, that injury is about as legit as Cena turning babyface. So yeah. No, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that because I ain't gonna lie, when he buckled his knee on Saturday night's main event, it looked like it might have been something severe, just the way that he landed on that knee. But then you started hearing all the reading the articles and stuff, and they saying that that it's not as bad as it seems, and they're gonna, kind of play it like that, or they not gonna really like mention it a lot. It was just like, okay, I see what they doing here. So with that said, I'm gonna go with CM Punk, but he's not gonna leave when the credits start rolling on SummerSlam. CM Punk will not have that belt. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say CM Punk is gonna win. He's gonna celebrate for probably about 5 minutes. Somebody's gonna come out and jump him, and then that's when we're gonna hear the Seth Rollins music. He's gonna cash in.
Whoa.
Yep.
Well, I can almost see Gunther coming in and after the match and putting him in his sleeper hold, choke him out, and then comes Seth.
That's a possibility too. That's a possibility. Yeah, I just see whatever happens. Even if Gunther wins, I still see Seth Rollins cashing in on whoever.
Again,
The only downside to this particular match is Gunther just got it back.
Is that really a downside though?
It is in a way, because considering Gunther, back and forth, maybe let him run with it a little bit. I don't know.
Right. No, I understand that. What's Crander blabbing about? I didn't see that. Pull that comment.
Yeah, dude. He's talking some smack there, man. I'm not trying to stir the pot or nothing, but I think we should have the battle of the beards, man.
Nah, Crander's too scared of me. Anyways.
Okay. I just want to see it. That's all.
No, he and in the words of AJ Styles' theme, he don't want none. So
fair enough.
So we done broke down all the matches and everything. Real quick, y'all got any final thoughts or anything that y'all want to say about SummerSlam? I'll go with you. I'll start with you, Joe.
Why did it have to be 2 nights?
I agree.
But other than that, no. But I hate to cut and run, but it's been a blast, Mike. Honestly, I'm going to try to get on Mogress before it starts storming here. Hopefully, it goes away before SummerSlam starts. What time does it start Eastern time?
I think it's 6 p.m.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's one of those bloody afternoon pay-per-views for me, man. 3 o'clock, right?
Hey, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have it early, because I know everybody probably be watching the pre-show and stuff like that, and getting their food and drinks and all that other good stuff ready. So, I appreciate all of y'all, coming on and chopping it up real quick about SummerSlam.
So, if I may, really quickly, 2
go
nights.
ahead.
So 2 nights SummerSlam to me diminishes WrestleMania now in a way.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks. I think SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble should only be 1 night, and if you're gonna have a 2-night event, it should be the granddaddy of them all, baby. Right? I mean, it should be WrestleMania. So that's my only concern about a 2-night SummerSlam. The other thing I understand, it's not sold out.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know how many tickets these guys are going to have to give away to make the stadium look full, because this is not a little arena. They're really going, big on this, right? So, that's my only concern here. At least it's only 6 matches. They spread it out nicely. It's not going to be, AEW 5-hour marathon, but it's I don't know if I agree with the 2 nights, but I guess we'll find out in about an hour or 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen,
I don't know if y'all heard Cardi B is only supposed to host SummerSlam for 1 night, and that's night 1.
Yeah, I don't appreciate her, man. I've seen all these videos of this woman eating crab and lobster. Like, it's just not attractive. It's really not. And is that her real voice? And I'm not trying to be disparaging in any way, man. I like to respect everybody, but when I hear her talk, I'm just like, no, man, stop talking.
Yeah, that's her real voice.
That's horrible.
It's been, as Mike would say, real with y'all. I said I was going to be in tomorrow night, but where things have changed, I'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Beautiful Joe Monroe.
Okay,
right.
Joe, appreciate it.
All right, love you guys.
Take care, too, man. Take care.
Well, Mike, it's just you and I, brother. What are you saying?
Yeah, you know what? Y'all pretty much wrapped it up for SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it shouldn't have really been 2 nights. I wouldn't have minded if they would have had it early in the day and just kind of stretched it out going into the evening. You know what I'm saying? Just
true. But too much is too much at the same time as well, right? I mean,
That's true. That's
one
true.
thing WWE is really good at is the flow. So I'm expecting a good flow. I'm expecting a good kind of,
Yeah.
direction for the whole show in general, generally speaking. And I get it. They want to get everyone on this card, but man, I sound like a broken record when I constantly say this. This is TKO's way of recouping everything they've invested. They realize,
Oh yeah.
and you know what? Legitimately speaking, I can understand why they think they're not making any money. They're not making any money. Look at the production itself, how much it costs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're running 2 live shows a week, plus three shows a week, plus a pay-per-view every month. Throwing a Saturday night's main event. Biggest mistake TKO ever made was getting rid of the house shows.
Yeah,
Because
they
the
could have recouped all that money.
the money made off of house shows pays for the production for Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Right? And wrestling is not for the super rich. It's for you and me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they're phasing out us.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, because these tickets for Raw, I mean, it's just
What'd you pay?
Period. Yeah, it's just.
If you don't mind sharing.
Go ahead.
If you don't mind sharing, what did you pay for Raw?
I think the tickets were like $150 a piece.
Oh, good.
Where
You
we
had
sat.
good seats too, though, bro. You were a lower bowl, right?
Yep, lower bowl.
Well, that's cheap then.
But a couple years back, those tickets would have been like $50 cheaper, $60 cheaper.
No, I get that, man, because we played $800 for 3 tickets for Survivor Series.
Woo. And you were you sitting in the lower bowl?
No, dude, that's the worst part. We were sitting in the upper bowl.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah. Well, think about it. If WrestleMania was $1,500 for both nights, and that's upper bowl.
Yeah. What I also noticed too, that the depending on where you sitting, like the camera angles, like the tickets are depending on where you sitting. Like if you sitting where the camera is facing the crowd, those tickets are more expensive.
Sure.
And it seemed like the ones like behind the camera people or stuff like that, I think those tickets are cheaper.
No, I haven't seen the set, but I almost have a feeling it's going to be one of those kind of sets where they have like a big umbrella over the ring. You know what I mean? Like with the 4 posts and everything. Because you got to figure they're going to have a steel cage match on tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
The house match is going to be suspended. So there's going to be a lot of people with that pole in their face.
Yeah.
Right? And I experienced that at Royal Rumble when I went for 2019 in Phoenix. And, I thought I got a great ticket for $100, but I was sitting close to the pole.
Okay.
That sucks. That pole really sucks, man. It's like sitting in front of Marge Simpson in a way.
Right, the blue.
Yeah. But
go ahead.
No. Look, I love it. I love everything. I love wrestling, and I just think WWE, especially with this unfiltered series that they released now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are complaining about it, this and that. But dude, that fourth corner, that curtain has fallen a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We saw it. It all started with the curtain call. Pardon the pun.
Yeah.
That's where it all started. So what we're seeing right now, we've been seeing for a long time, and it is what it is, bro. I mean, it's all about money now. It's not about anything else. So,
Yeah. And not only that, if you go back to the 90s, that movie Beyond the Mat, when they were doing the documentary on Mick Foley and The Rock, basically, you know what I'm saying? Like that told behind the scenes stories of wrestling right there. So it's like you said, it's been a wrap on keeping it, as they like to call it, kayfabe. It's been done for years. So
but
it's just
let's be honest, we also live in a day and age now, okay, where nothing is kept secret. Mm-hmm. Everything's available to everybody. And we live in a generation of people now that, let's be honest, man. I mean, I come from an era of Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin, and if we're talking hip hop, I mean, Kool Herc, Kumo D, Big Daddy Kane, Public Enemy. A lot of the kids today have no clue of these names I just dropped. Fair?
That's fair. That's fair.
So the same can be said for what people are experiencing with WWE. It's the first time that they're seeing this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you got a guy like me and the great professor who have been there for the beginning of it all.
Definitely. Oh yeah.
Where we could actually register it and understand what we were seeing as children.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, in a lot of ways, Hogan's death hit me harder than even I ever expected.
Yeah, me too.
I
I can't lie. When it came up on my phone, I was just like, I was shocked because it's like we're at that age now where all the people that we grew up watching and grew up as fans of, they're passing away. And you always know that your time is gonna come. You know what I'm saying? But when that popped up on my phone that Hulk Hogan had passed, it was just like, no, man, like no, like usually when I hear about wrestlers passing, I'll just be like, man, that's messed up. But it's like this one like made me a little sad. I can't lie.
Look, I come from a time where I got all of Hogan. You know what I mean? Like I legitimately got to experience it all live. Well, I mean, obviously back in the day, the Iron Sheik match that I saw was maybe a week after it happened.
Yeah,
that's just the way wrestling worked, and it wasn't live, right? Yeah. So what they would actually do back in the day, kids. This is how wrestling used to be when I was a kid. Okay, they would record a show in Ontario at Cops Coliseum. That was one of their hubs. Okay. And they would do shows around the nation, and then they would take all those clips of those matches and put it together and call Superstars.
Yeah.
That was the weekly show. So anything that happened throughout the whole week, the house shows, they would actually make those matches the legit matches. Gorilla and Bobby would be calling the matches from Connecticut.
Yeah.
And that was our weekly show.
And they used to do another show called because Superstars came on Saturdays, and Sunday it was Wrestling Challenge.
Right. Wrestling Challenge. Absolutely. Right. So this is how wrestling used to work. It was never live. Right. It didn't go live until we got the only lives were WrestleMania at that point.
Okay.
And that was and that was closed circuit TV. You actually had to go to the arena or something. It wasn't pay-per-view yet either. Okay. So a lot of the times, if you couldn't get the pay-per-view, we'd have to wait 2 to 3 months to go to the video store and get the actual tape to watch it.
Because I remember it was the WrestleMania. Hulk Hogan went up against the Macho Man. And I remember my dad taking me, it was either Joe Louis
closed circuit
Kobo.
TV.
Closed circuit, the short circuit TV. I think I went to one of them twice. If I'm correct.
My dad, God bless his soul, he took me to 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, that's
that's the one thing I can say. Me and my dad, we loved boxing together and we loved wrestling. Right? We could be warring. We could sit there throwing punches at each other's faces, but as soon as wrestling came on, we were buddies.
Yeah.
And just to piss him off, I'd always cheer for the bad guys except Hogan.
That's what's up.
But it's just a different time that we live in now, right? So, it's hard to know what these guys are thinking or doing anymore because they have to think outside the box, which they never really truly had to. So we have to show that respect to the creative side of it. As hard as it is now to create with so many people having access to everything. Nothing's a secret anymore. So to keep a secret in wrestling is huge. Right? True. So, that's where I stand, bro.
That's what's up. Well, Samp, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you, brother.
No problem. I just want to real quick before we do our shout outs and plugs and where they can find us. I just want to say it's 50 episodes. I never thought that I would. You know what? I ain't gonna even say that I never thought that I would get this far.
I know you would.
I appreciate it. And we always and we had talks, man. It was at a point where, I was like, I was still putting out content, but I wasn't putting out episodes. And you hit me up and was like, you got to get back into this. You got to do this. And since then, man, I just been, just staying consistent with it. But it's funny because it was one day I was on YouTube and I was just counting all my recorded episodes. And I was counting all my episodes I did on live stream, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like, I'm getting close to 50. So, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of happy about that. And then the episodes that I do, that I got coming up Tuesday and Wednesday, that was going to be the 50. But I was like, it was only right for me to do it with you guys because you guys have been a big part of Wrestling from the 313. Like the first episode I did with you when you came on is my most viewed episode.
I had hair down here then.
And then the episode we did for WrestleMania, me, you, and Professor Bear.
Yeah,
that's my most viewed live stream episode. So you guys have always just supported, you know what I'm saying, and showed love. And I just, want to thank you, Joe, Professor Bear, WSN,
yes, sir.
Crander Q,
Crandall.
The whole IWC, the Holy podcast.
Yes.
I was just on they show
Great
Thursday.
show, by the way. Watched it.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
You tell those boys to bring on Samp.
Definitely. Yeah, so excuse me.
Bless you, man. Bless you.
So I just want to say, thank you, and hopefully, somewhere down the line, we doing a 100th episode of Wrestling from the 313.
And Mike, it's gonna happen. Let's be honest, man. We are competing against each other. Obviously, we all are. We're all in active competition against each other. Fair.
That's fair.
The reality of it is, man, we are a family.
Yeah.
Legit family, and I say that with all my heart. We all can compete against each other, but we can also grow from each other. And that's the beauty of this WSN. This is the beauty of the Main Event Roundtable. These four men here, we're only two of the four. But man, I tell you what, the three brothers that I have right now creating content is being phenomenal because nobody wants anything bad for nobody, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. If I can help you, I will help you. And I'm not thinking about, oh, will this guy surpass me? I don't care. If you surpass me, that's awesome because that means you're winning. And if you're winning, we're all winning.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why I've always looked at it, brother, man, which is why I reached out to you. I said, hey, wait a minute. This is not right.
Yeah. Because
Right?
it was like I was doing content, but it was just like I was just getting stuck on doing episodes. You know what I'm saying? And then I just kind of like lost that confidence a little bit. And then, like I said, you hit me up and it got that fire going again. And just been consistent since then. I will say this to anybody: if you're doing podcasting, make sure you give yourself a break. Like sometimes you need that break to just chill out. You know what I'm saying? And when you trying to, going to work and then you come home from work, you got to make time for the family. When you come home, and it's a lot of stuff you got to juggle, but I will always say, just make sure you give yourself a break. You definitely need it.
100%. Sometimes it's hard because especially with us, we do boxing and wrestling.
Yeah.
Right. We're not just stuck in one spot. We're actually across the board. And I'm really happy that there's not much boxing happening this weekend of noteworthiness, that I can just focus on wrestling this weekend. A break is essential. I get that completely, but man, the industry doesn't stop, right? And that's what makes it hard. So, that being said, big shout out to our wives and our families.
Definitely.
Because without that support, even before we're supporting each other, if we don't have those wives supporting us and allowing us to do these big boy things, right? Yeah. And we're juggling it all, man. You and I both go to work. I'm sitting at work right now.
Definitely.
Right? But we find a way to make it happen. And we want people to know that. Now, I don't want to spill too much, but ladies and gentlemen, me and Mike D, we got something coming sooner than later. So watch out for that at some point. I hope you're okay with me throwing that out there, Mikey.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Right? We chewing back and forth, and We have a chemistry. I believe you and I think you and I are about to rip some shit up, man. Part of my language. Oh, very quickly, if you're in the UK, if you don't have your TV license, you could get fined up to £1,000 tonight if you try streaming uh, SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
No, this
Hey,
is a legit thing. In the UK, if you have a television, you're supposed to have a TV license.
ooh.
Which is, I'm not sure what the dynamics of it is. If anyone from the UK is listening or whatnot, shed some light on it. I read this article this morning that if you don't have a TV license and you stream SummerSlam, the authorities can actually fine you up to £1,000, which is about 2,000 US, 2,500 Canadian.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. You got to have a license just to watch TV in the UK.
Cash grab, man. It's all about the BBC. They control it all still.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, with the advent of streaming services galore, things like BBC, the CBC in Canada, those are government. Like you can see in the States, you don't have a government station that runs, right? We have the Canadian broadcasting system here,
yeah.
which is like, really funded by the government, and the British BBC is funded by their government. So they realize that they need this cash grab, otherwise they're going to lose everything.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to CBC. I used to watch CBC when I was a kid. I used to always watch Mr. Dress Up, man.
There you go, man. KP Finnegan, baby. You see, you're close to the border too, so you get CBC.
Yeah.
So quickly, are you a Habs fan, man? Because I saw this picture of you and the beautiful Miss 313, and you had the Habs toque on, and you had the Habs jersey on.
You know what? I just like hockey jerseys. So when I saw,
I'm a huge Habs fan.
Huh?
So just to give you insight, I was born in Toronto.
Okay.
But I was wrapped in a Habs blanket when I was a baby.
Oh, sweet.
So I was legitimately ointed a Montreal Canadiens fan 2 hours into my birth.
Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm a Canadiens fan. I do like their jerseys, and I saw it online. It was at a cheap price, so I just went ahead and got it. But I'm a Red Wings fan all day. Hockey time.
Hey man, I mean, Red Wings are doing great. Detroit, how do they do in the Hall of Fame game?
No, the Lions got crushed 34-7.
It's preseason. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
But Tigers are doing good.
Yeah, Tigers are doing good. Pistons, they're looking good this offseason. We just waiting on the Red Wings to turn it around, man. I think Detroit sports is gonna be on top again.
Well, I mean, if they keep going the way they're doing and just staff properly, I mean, it's kind of hard after having Yzerman, Lidstrom, and all the names that have run through that organization. So it is what it is, man. I live in a city where my hockey team is complete shit. The only thing that they're good at is breaking our hearts.
Yeah, because the the Canucks had two brothers that played on the team, right?
Daniel and Henrik.
Yeah.
But dude, I've gone back with this team all the way to 1982, man, and every time they break your heart. 2 years ago, this team almost made it to the Cup final. This year, nothing. You know what I mean? It's just locker room politics, and I don't know. Let's see where we go from here. But that's why I'm a Habs fan.
That's what's up.
All right, brother, man. Let's get ready for the show. Let's wrap this puppy up.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, real quick before we get out of here, did you want to let the people know where to find you?
Man, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok. I need to do a better job of getting stuff out on the Instagram and the TikTok. I've been really focused on YouTube right now. But yeah, Samp and Chance, you see it there at the bottom. Just look for that link. You'll find us everywhere. And thank you guys for all your support, all your love. And let's just keep going, man. There's no stopping us now, baby.
Definitely. So once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this SummerSlam preview before the big show comes on. I want to thank once again anybody that has watched the episode, like any type of content, that is followed, subscribed. Just thank you. You know what I'm saying? It has been a hell of a journey doing this for like 2+ years. I've met some very cool people, and I just hope to continue this and keep this 313 momentum going. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We just hit over 600 followers, so I'm happy for that. And of course, YouTube, we had over 6,500 subscribers, so we still going strong with that.
Use either neck and neck on the YouTube, brother.
Hey man, hey, the goal is to get that play button, man.
Look, I look at it this way, man. We got 12,000 combined together.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wish that they would give, because I know they used to do that in the past, that they would give you, like, if you hit 5,000, they would give you a little something, or I think if you hit 1,000. Now it's just like you got to straight get 10,000 or 100,000 or something like that.
Honestly, bro, when I started, I was all about that. Now I just realized, just keep creating content. It will come when it's supposed to come.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The more you start to worry about all the stupid stuff behind the scenes, that's when you start losing your drive, your passion.
Mm-hmm.
And so, to anyone out there who wants to start a podcast, who wants to start creation, just go with your heart and do it, and let the rest fall in place. Focus on what you can control, people. Do not focus on what you can't, because when you start trying to focus on that, you lose something in what you're trying to create. That's my message to the world today. And also, love Mike D, because he's the shit.
Love you too, man, and I appreciate it. And once again, thank you for all your appearances on the show.
Well, thank you for having me on all your shows.
No problem. As well as Joe Monroe, Professor Bear.
Yes, sir.
I know those guys aren't here, but just want to thank them guys for allowing me to join the WSN family and just having the confidence in me to be part of their team and just help their team grow. So
absolutely.
I'm
Main event, baby.
I'm looking forward to that, and I'm just looking forward to all the big things that got coming on WSN.
Yes, sir.
And like always, support women's wrestling, support wrestling podcasters, support independent wrestling. And this is another thing I want to say: if there's any podcasters in Michigan, or the state of Michigan, come out here, get your stuff out here. It's a few of us. Let's just all come out and let's just grow this IWC, this internet wrestling community, and let's just all do big things. Hey, that's what it's all about.
100%, man. Let's do it. Let's rip it up. Let's kill it. And let's not forget Mike D's OnlyFans page.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. I had to throw it out there, man. You know me. I'm just that guy. If I can let loose, man, you see a side of Samp that most people be like, ooh.
It's all good, brother. So for everybody, I hope everybody enjoys SummerSlam tonight. Come back tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. We're going to talk about night one, and also we'll give our predictions for night two. So from Samp, from the Samp and Chance podcast, I am Mike D. This is Wrestling from the 313. The 50th episode is over, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
God bless.